I can't count how many.
Yeah, I've got the labels off, so I'm not getting it cluttered up. I'm just seeing all the scenery. If I change the time of day, I would see the nav lights, I guess.
Okay, 17 in that one direction in one screenshot.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by nav lights all the way around me.
At last, we got him surrounded. Go in for the kill.
I'm going to put the light back up a bit. Where are we? So yeah, it's just basically cross the hills, follow the track, and try to spot the runway. I've not actually tested this route, so yeah, the people.
I added a user waypoint to myself 5 miles out, 52 at a heading of 52 degrees. Or
Okay.
Well, actually the opposite of what 52 degrees would be.
Yeah.
Plus 180, and that's where I'm headed to. And it looks like I can see everybody on the VFR map through in the game, even though I can't see people. So I got all the planes over there. It looks like there's a bunch of people heading directly to the airport.
Yeah, we'll
but
just
then there's a few people headed to behind me, and I'm gonna basically turn right before there and then have 5 miles, and it should be ahead of me based on my autopilot waypoint that I put in there.
Yeah, I think I might say.
Although in real life, you probably never have that luxury of always having a waypoint in. You know, you need to really know how to navigate.
The easiest way is probably just to circle the airfield and get your bearings and figure out what you're going to do.
Just
Going
follow.
in 0501.
There's no wind on the ground down there.
If you've got labels turned on, you don't need to navigate. Just follow everybody.
But I think the challenge might be is you'll have to find somewhere to approach it from, because there's hills all around it. So, but it's on a hill itself.
And maybe don't follow me. I'm in VR. I have no map, so I just follow the instruction. But
And good luck to you.
Oh no, he'll get there, circle, and figure out what the hell he's going to do.
follow the power line.
Well, I have the luxury of having a little nav map on a second screen.
Well, I've got the GTN 750, which gives me a pretty good view as well. It's got the contour view.
Just spotted all those wind turbines on top of that hill over on the starboard side.
Clang. Or should I say, clang, 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 clang.
Yeah, if they try to build those in England, there'd be too many people object to them. Ruin the view.
Do
What
they turn the
runway
other
are
way
we gonna
around in
use?
UK?
I don't think so.
What runway
How
are
did
we
they
going to
do in
use, guys?
Australia?
So what was that, Ellis?
What runway are we going to use?
It's pretty much up to you. There's only 4 knots of wind on the ground, so you could use 5 or 1, really, any of them, really. I guess we all need to agree so we don't have a head-on flying circus when we get there.
One of them is 1,400 feet, and the other's 2,100. So I'm heading for runway 5, which is even though I can probably do the shorter one. The longer one's runway 5.
Yeah, runway 5 looks like the easiest approach as well.
It's also a good direction for taking.
But it's still hard to spot from that. That was the side that I was kind of, just because there's like a tree and some houses and there's no lights. But you eventually see it when you're closer, I think. We'll find out.
I made it for 5. So I'm going to take a few more trees out on this hilltop.
Oh, you're going for wood and steel now.
I like flying low.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Scenery is impressive over here. All the details in the hills, it's crazy.
Quite impressive. I just flew over a whole lot of wood turbines.
Looks like the runway itself is at an elevation of 2233 feet.
Is that runway 5?
It should be all of them actually, but I didn't check them all. Need to check my barometric pressure actually.
Yeah, if you want to get that in advance, the barometric pressure on the ground down there is not. Oh no, it is listed 1020. So it's in millibars, not inches, or hectopascals, I should say.
Looks like the Frenchman,
What's that?
Hector Pascal.
It's actually the name of the guy who found the pressure levels and things. He was named Pascal.
Yeah.
And therefore pascals.
Pascal's law too.
Yeah. And Pascal's wager.
Programming.
You can bet on it.
Sounds like a packet of sweets, though, doesn't it, Pascal?
Pascal, the Pascal programming language was invented by Nicholas Wirth. Hate to ruin that story, but
It was worth it.
One of the curses of working in my job is you tend to remember obscure rubbish.
Don't we all?
This looks interesting, this hilltop and all these wind turbines.
These hills are amazing, aren't they?
I'm going to go fly through there.
Isn't it termed useless information or something?
Yes.
Still nice to know though.
Every year for sorry, go on.
This could be an interesting landing for Challenger and his DC.
It will be. I think it might be a touch and go at quite some speed.
Who knows?
Either that or we'll be picking the bits up to make way for us to land.
I hope ACAS is not checking up on this landing, Jonathan. It's only the last one, isn't it?
Yes. I'm not running ACAS tonight. I'm just enjoying the flight. Otherwise I'll just get crucified for all the things I've probably done wrong.
Well, Jessie was enjoying the flight as well.
I'll let you know how I get on.
And she says thank you for all those people that said hello to her. She wasn't expecting that.
Brilliant.
She loved it.
It still amazes me when you sit back and think about it with the internet that we are in all sorts of different countries, you know, and we're all coming together for a live event. It's great.
This afternoon I took Jessie on a flight from Calgary to Penticton, a place that she lived in Canada. When we got to Penticton, we then swapped to a small plane and did the area around. Then we swapped into a helicopter so we could find the house where she actually stayed.
Brilliant.
You know, at the
Look at
tree
this
hill,
road.
don't you?
And she
Look
loved
at this road ahead of me. Jesus.
You know how to treat a girl, Jim, don't you, mate?
Absolutely.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. It's an entire hill that's surrounded with roads.
She's an octogenarian. Brought back a lot of happy memories for her.
That's when you realise how good this sim is, when you fly over places that you are familiar with, and you just see how good it really is.
That's what she said. She couldn't believe it.
You're a friend in San Francisco, Jonathan.
Yeah, we need to do that, don't we? Get Charlotte to give us a guided tour of the Bay Area. My cousin, well, she still lives north of San Francisco, up in north of Marin County. But for many years, she ran a produce delivery business, so she knows the entire Bay Area backwards. Right, I'm going to try and get visuals so I can see where other people's lights are going.
Got it.
Get a bit more height.
Like to be in the DC-6.
Trying to spot it visually.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't doing live weather in pitch dark right now.
Right, I'm going to have to end at this airfield because my daughter's just finished work. And I have to go and pick her up, so I'll land here and then say my goodbyes for the evening.
How was the birthday party last week?
Ah, it's good fun.
It was my daughter's birthday yesterday. Makes scary when she's 45.
I can only imagine.
She's beautiful though.
Okay, I've got to lose some speed in a hurry to get the flaps down, so side slip.
You say this is on top of a hill.
Yeah, it is. It's quite cool actually. It's kind of undulating hills all around it. I can see what you mean about the dangerous approach though. There's lots of trees, there's humps around the runway.
118.15 for Beechcraft.
And I actually got down on the ground very safely in what I would say would be one of my best landings today.
There's a Cessna right underneath me. I'm kind of waiting for him to accelerate again.
I'd hate to be in the DC-6, so he's in trouble, that boy.
Yeah, what's the stall speed of a DC-6, anybody know?
This is a bit late to look up in the logbook, isn't it? Right, I'll leave this recording.
When I did the handbrake turn at the previous airport, Heinrich had hold of the throttles, not me.
I'll leave this recording while I get ready to go.
Nuts.
118.275 for Beechcraft 6 Delta Sierra. Madrid Center, Beechcraft, November 846
that was
Delta
fun.
Sierra, 3,000 feet.
Wasn't it?
Beechcraft, November 846
Watching
Delta
everybody
Sierra,
coming in and landing
retrieve
as
your
I'm
decimal 12, continue as planned.
coming in the opposite direction.
Well, if anyone thought that was up the side of a mountain, wait till they get to Lucklow.
Well, I think I did rather well considering the aircraft.